Slayton A. Evans, Jr., born 1943, died 2001, African-American organic chemist. Slayton A. Evans, Jr. is an internationally known researcher in organophosphorus chemistry. He has collaborated with colleagues in France, Germany, and India, and assisted in organizing international conferences on phosphorus chemistry. He has been the Keenan Professor of Chemistry at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill since 1992. Evans was born in Chicago, Illinois, on May 17, 1943, the oldest of three children of Slayton A. Evans Sr. and Corrine M. Thompson Evans. While he was young, the family moved to Meridian, Mississippi, where Evans attended parochial school. Evans showed an early fascination with science, collecting and researching plants and insects. After the launch of Sputnik by the Russians, he designed and tested his own rockets, preparing some of the chemicals that he needed by himself. After high school, Evans attended Gale College in Gale, Mississippi, where he was awarded both an academic and an athletic scholarship. During the summer between his junior and senior years, he worked at Abbott Laboratories in Chicago, where he began to apply what he learned in his chemistry classes. Receiving his bachelor's degree in 1965, he returned to Abbott Laboratories for a second summer. He began a postgraduate program at the Illinois Institute of Technology in September of 1965 and continued working part-time at Abbott Laboratories. In 1966, on the advice of a teacher, he transferred to Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio, where he accepted a research assistantship. His research at Case Western included work on controlling schistosomiasis. It's spelled schistosomiasis, a disease caused by a parasite common in Southeast Asia. This research was important to the war effort in Vietnam. In 1970, he received his doctoral degree from Case Western. Following postdoctoral work at the University of Texas, Evans accepted a second postdoctoral position at the University of Notre Dame under Ernest Eliel. Here, Evans began working with stereoisomers. These compounds have the same composition and bonds, but the bonds are arranged differently in space. Because stereoisomers are very hard to separate, but can have very different biological properties, it is important to synthesize only one arrangement of the isomer. After 2 years at Notre Dame, Evans joined the faculty at Dartmouth College. Because of limited resources for carrying out his research, he accepted a faculty position at the University of North Carolina in 1974. In 1983 to 1984, he received a Ford Foundation Fellowship and a Fulbright Hayes Fellowship, which allowed him to travel to France as a visiting professor at the Université Paul Sabatier. His work at the University of North Carolina has been honored with the Tanner Teaching Award for excellence in undergraduate teaching in 1994, and the Howard University Outstanding Achievement Award in 1996. Evans' research on stereoisomers has led to the development of several organophosphate compounds that allow scientists to generate selectivity single isomeric forms of new compounds. He has also developed applications of nuclear magnetic resonance, where certain elements can be detected in a magnetic field, for organophosphate and organosulfur compounds. He has written more than 95 papers related to his work and has presented seminars on his work throughout Europe and the United States. In July 1967, Evans married Tommy A. Johnson. They had 2 children, Amy Rebecca and Slayton Alvin the third, before she passed away. Citations are in the description.